And joining us now on the phone is Mr. Karl Schilling. He's the founder of a company called the Advocacy Network. Karl, welcome back to the program.
Yeah, thanks so much, Don. It's great to be with you.
Now, of course, you're in the business of protecting consumers. Tell us about that.
Yeah, we work on protecting people from all forms of financial victimization. So, we do that by creating awareness, providing financial literacy education, and basically helping people attain financial independence.
Well, all this coronavirus scare going on, the markets are taking a beating. Is that a form of financial victimization?
Yeah, I think, Don, it's funny. I don't think most people really, as savvy as they are, I don't think they get the feel of the entire, how the market works. I think you've been around, I've been around. It's the institutional money that really drives the market, not the individual investor, and we get to ride those coattails. But when you look at this is almost like a perfect storm for the institutional markets to be able to control it. Let's face it, you put a bet on the market going down, and you have all the power to drive the market down, from all the institutional shares, and then you know where the bottom is. So you're able to drive the market back up when it rebounds, which it will.
Well, how can a consumer protect themselves?
Well, I think consumers on that side of it, people who are individually in the market, need to recognize this and realize that mostly for the 401ks and things, they're already in the institutional money. So rather than to be concerned about it, they ought to just let that part of the market take care of itself, right? But for some of your audience who likes the more of the smaller marketplace, the dynamic micro caps and everything. Mm-hmm. And they're using individual portfolios, I think they also have to beware when things like this are happening and not make any knee-jerk reactions and kind of just sit it out a little.
That's good advice.
Till they see where the big money's going,
right?
Which we know the big money's shorting right now. I mean, there's just no doubt about it. But it's like, it's a bet you can't lose if you're them.
Well, now, you've talked to us on this program, the amount of money you've saved people, something like $5 million. Tell us about that.
Oh, yeah, no, we're over 12 and a half now.
Wow.
And it's so good because you see these little things like, do you see the news on Barbara Corcoran and how she got scammed on a little email phishing deal? Mm-hmm. And when people like that, it happens too, then I think everybody's aware and say, wow, if she could get financially victimized so simply, how more evident is it for others, right?
It is amazing.
Yeah, and, I guess the suspect number one is going to be her bookkeeper, but still, if that happened the way everyone says it happened, it just goes to show how prevalent this is and how easy it is to fall victim to this stuff.
Karl, how can people find out more about you?
Well, they can call me directly, 321-947-3220. Of course, they'll find us at Advocacy. I want people to go to advocacy-network.teachable.com because we have our course, Don. We have our digital course, which I think financial transformation is great for people.
The Advocacy Network, Karl Schilling. Karl, always a pleasure. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Don. Appreciate the opportunity.
Take care.